Pronunciation is defined as the manner of speaking a word. Meanwhile, an accent is a way they sound the words when they speak. Pronunciation difficulty is where the speaker having difficulty in pronouncing the English words. In this documentary, we will study on how the state accent affects the pronunciation of English language between Terengganu, Kelantan, Sabah, and Sarawak.
There are few elements that affecting people who speak English with Terengganu accent. The first one is students' perception towards English. Second one is ways of learning English. Third is mother tongue that affect the second language. And last but not least is exposure and motivation towards English. Some of Malaysians have the perception that they does not want to speak English because they scared that their English pronunciation might be broken. This is due to grammar and vocabulary. Second one is ways of learning English. They only speak English during the English session. Let's watch the video from the respective Terengganu accent interviewee.
So much to us, and we enjoy being with our friends. True friends are hard to come by. True friends love each other to thick and thin. They share with and care for each other at all times. The bond between true friends is so strong that it lasts to life. Having a true friend is a real gift. It is valuable like a precious gem. And the friendship between the true friend is always treasured and cherished.
Local Terengganu accent is quite thick. After doing some analysis and listen to the interviewee, these are the 4 words that I get which have influence of Terengganu accent. The first word is thick. The real pronunciation is thick. The Terengganu accent pronounces it as thick. Second word is friend. The real pronunciation is friend. The Terengganu accent pronounces it as friend. The third word is bond. The real pronunciation is bond. The Terengganu accent pronounces it as bond. The fourth word is thin. The real pronunciation is thin. But the Terengganu accent pronounces it as ting.
There are few factors influencing the Kelantanese English state accent. One of the factors is that Kelantan is located near Thailand, thus it has the influence of Thai's accent. Second is the use of English loanword in Kelantanese native language. As example, the Kelantanese borrow the word big work as bedwah in their language, which means the yo, or in Malay, rewang. Third one is the phonological features in Kelantanese native language is different to the phonological feature of English language. As example, makan, for makan, the phonological feature, if according to English language, it is ma, a, ke, a, ne. But in Kelantanese language, they use ma, a, ke, e, which will be pronounced as makan. So now let's watch the respective video from the Kelantanese interviewee.
A friend means so much to us, and we enjoy being with our friend. The true friends are hard to come by. True friends love each other through thick and thin. They share with and care for each other at all times. The bond between true friends is so strong that it lasts through life. Having a true friend is a real gift. It is valuable like a precious jewel, and the friendship between true friends is always treasured and cherished.
Kelantanese have the difficulties in production of the plosive t and the. As you can see in the video, whenever it comes a word that have the alphabet t and d, which is t and d, she have the difficulty in pronouncing it. Secondly,
Kelantanese people do not pronounce their word fully. As for the example, the word abang, they say abe. Therefore, instead of saying having, she said heavy. She missed the sound. Lastly, Kelantanese English accent influenced by the Thailand accents. As you can see in the video, come by, instead of saying she said eh. Came by, and the I is longer. Therefore, that is the analysis that we got from the Kelantanese English accents video. Kap Kung Kap.
Sarawakian has a very strong identity. They keep their own tradition and use their own accent within the community. So this is the reason why they still have their own accent influence when they are speaking in English. Other than that, major of Sarawakians still live in a rural area. So when they went to school, they only learn how to read the word instead of how to pronounce it correctly, like standard British English. In Sarawak also, English language is not widely used, so they tend to follow what they heard instead of what they learned. This shows that surrounding does affect the pronunciation. So, let's watch the video from the respective Sarawakian interviewee.
A friend means so much to us, and we enjoy being with our friends. True friends are hard to come by. True friends love each other through thick and thin. They share with and care for each other at all times. The bond between true friends is so strong that it lasts through life. Having a true friend is a real gift. It is valuable life, like a precious jewel, and the friendship between true friends is always treasured and cherished.
After doing the analysis and listen to the interviewee, these are the words that have the influence of Sarawakian accent. These are the words that the Sarawakian has difficulties in. The word with, she pronounced it as with. The word through, she pronounced it as true. The word they, she pronounced it as they. She also has difficulties in pronouncing certain vowels such as the sounds and a. These are the words that she mispronounced. The word us, she pronounced as us. The word jewel, she pronounced as jewel. She also tends to use shorter vowels by omitting diphthongs, such as the sound A in always. She pronounced always as always. Those are the analysis that we get from the interviewees.
There are few factors affecting the Sabahan English state accent. One of the factors is most Sabahans speak different English because they fear that they will be laughed at. They don't want to feel embarrassed when they make mistake. Unfortunately, this becomes the mindset for children, especially those from rural areas. Thus, they don't practice to speak in English even if you cannot deny that English is a very important language. The second factor is the surrounding, where those from rural areas, they don't used to speak in English because most of them are used to communicate using their mother tongue. Their mother tongue is likely to affect their English pronunciation. So, let's watch the video from the respective Sabahan interviewee.
A friend means so much to us, and we enjoy being with our friends. True friends love each other. Through thick and thin, they share with and care for each other at all times. The bond between true friends is so strong that it lasts through life. Having a true friend is a real gift. It is valuable, like a precious jewel. And the friendship between the true friends is always treasured and cherish.
After doing some analysis and listen to their interviewee, these are the words which have the influence of Sabahan accent. There are several differences in pronunciation between the way of Sabahan people speaking in English and the real way of speaking in English. The Sabahan people tend to change the phonetic sound from vowel R to schwa. For example, they will tend to speak us instead of us, and also they tend to speak love instead of love. On the other hand, the Sabahan people tend to change the phonetic sound from vowel U to vowel E. For example, they tend to speak jewel instead of jewel. Therefore, that is the analysis that we got from the Sabahan English accent video. Ponsico!
Some ways to improve your pronunciation. First, pay attention to your tongue. Be careful when you pronouncing English words. Second, practice with Madi by having conversation in English. Third, remove stereotypes. Avoid negative expectation to other language. Lastly, learn to listen by watching movie dramas and also listening to songs that have good pronunciations.
So, we can conclude that pronunciation is important. Improper pronunciation can lead to negative impression, misunderstanding, and ineffective communication. Let's all be better.